Hi guys, this is next part of inventory management system by using PHP with Ajax Jquery, and in this part we are going to discuss brand management. In brand management, master user can add new brand for particular product according to different category, change details of existing brand and active-inactive status of brand for use. In this system we can add brand details according to different category which we have discussed in previous part. So if any category status is inactive, then that category will not be displayed at the time inserting new brand. Now we have start discussing this topic. So we have go to brand.php page, and on this page first we want to list brand on web page from brand table. First we want to make database connection on this page, so we have write include statement with database connection.php file. This statement will make database connection on this page. After this we want to restrict user to directly access this page without login to this system, so we have write if statement, and under condition we have write not operator with is set function with $session type variable. This condition will check if $session type variable value is set or not. If value is set, that means is user is login into system, otherwise he is not login into system. Suppose $session type variable value is not set, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write header method with location set to login.php. This code will redirect to login page, if user has directly access to this page without login. If subuser is login into system but we do not want access this page, so here we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $session type variable value not equal to master. This condition will check if this $session type variable value is not equal to master, that means subuser has tried to access this page, and it will execute if block of code. So under this block we have write header method with location set to index.php page, so if subuser tried to access this page, then it will be directly redirect to index.php page. Below this we have write include statement, and under this we have write header.php. By using this code we can use all code of header.php page into this brand page, so on this page menu of header.php page will be included. Now we have moved to HTML code, and here we have write span tag with attributed is equal to alert action. Under this tag we will display success message on web page. After this we have write define one table with attributed is equal to brand data and class is equal to table, table bordered and table striped. Under this table we have defined 5 table column like branded, category name, brand name, status, edit and delete. Under this table we will load brand data by using Jquery Datatables Plugin. Now we have moved to Jquery code, and here we have write variable brand data table is equal to $with tableid brand data with data table method. This method we will activate Datatables Plugin on tableid brand data. Under this data table method we have set processing option set to true. This option will activate processing option of Datatables Plugin. Then after we have write other option like server-side option set to true, this option activates server-side operation. Now we have write order option set with blank array. In datatable method we have write Ajax Request, and under this Ajax method we can define URL option set to brand fetch.php. We have send request to this brand fetch.php page. And under Ajax we have also write second option like type set to post. Here we have use post method for send data. Suppose we want to remove table column order from 4th and 5th table column because in 4th and 5th table we have display edit and delete button, and this plugin will automatically activate order sorting. So remove table column Ajax order. So we have write column definition option, and under this option we have write targets option, and under this option we have write table column number like 4 and 5 in array format. For remove order we have write orderable option set to false. This option will remove table column order from above defined table column. After this we want to display 10 data per page in brand table, so we have write page length option set to 10. This option will display 10 data per page. After defined data table definition, now we have moved to write PHP code in brand fetch.php page. So first we want to make database connection on this page, so we have write include statement with database connection.php file. On this page first we have write $query variable is equal blank value. In this variable we will make select query for fetch data from brand table. Then after we have also write $output variable is equal to array data type. In this variable we will store brand table data in HTML format. After this we have write $query variable, and in this variable we have append query like select star from brand table in a join category on category.category id is equal to brand.category id. This query will join brand table with category table data when master user login into system. Now we have write if statement, and in condition we have write isIt function with $post search value variable. If we have write something in search box, then this condition will true and it will execute if block of code. Under this condition we have write $query variable, and in this variable we have append query like where brand table.brand name like $post search value variable %. It will search data in brand table brand name table column. Below this we have again write $query variable, and in this variable we have append query like or category table.category name table column like $post search value variable. It will search data in category table category name table column. Again we have write $query variable, and in this variable we have append query like or brand table.brand status table column like $post search value variable. It will search data in brand table brand status table column. After this we have again write if statement, and in condition we have write is set function with $post order variable. If we have click on any table column order, then this condition will true and it will execute this if block of code. Under this block we have write $query variable, and under this variable we have append query like order by $post order 0 column variable with $post order 0 directory variable. So when we have click on table column order arrow, then this block of code will execute. Otherwise it will execute else block of code, and under this we have write $query variable, and under this variable we have append query like order by brand table.branded in descending order. So this code order particular table column order. Now we have write if statement again for limit the data per page, so we have write if statement, and under this we have write $post length variable value is not equal to -1. So when page load this condition will be true. Under this block we have write $query variable, and under this variable we have append query like limit $post start variable comma $post length variable. This query for display data per page. Now we have write $statement variable is equal to database connection string like $connect variable with prepare statement, and under this statement we have write $query variable. After this we want to execute this prepare statement, so we have write $statement variable with execute method. This method will execute prepare statement. Now we want to fetch result from query execution, so we have write $result variable is equal to $statement variable with fetch all method. This method will fetch a result from query execution and store into $result variable. Then after we have write $data variable is equal to array data type. In this variable we will store brand data. Now we want to get the number of rows from query result, so we have write $filtered rows variable is equal to $statement variable with row count method. This method will return number of rows from query result. After this we want to fetch data from $result variable, so we have write for each loop with $result variable as $row variable. By using for each loop we will fetch data from $result variable. Under this loop we have write $status variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable we will store brand status data. Below this we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $row brand status variable value is equal to active. This condition will check if $row brand status variable value is equal to active, then it will execute if block, otherwise it will execute else block of code. Suppose $row brand status variable value is equal to active, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write $status variable is equal to span tag with class is equal to label success with active text. But suppose $row brand status variable value is not equal to active, then it will execute else block of code, and under this we have write $status variable is equal to span tag with class is equal to label danger with text inactive. After this we have define one new variable $subarray is equal to array data type. Under this variable first we want to store value of branded table column, so we have write $subarray variable is equal to $row branded variable. After this we want to store category name table column data, so we have write $subarray variable is equal to $category name variable. Below this we want to store brand name table column data, so we have write $subarray variable is equal to $row brand name variable. Now in $subarray variable we want to store brand status data, so we have write $subarray variable is equal to $row status variable. After this for update button we have write $subarray variable is equal to button tag with attribute type is equal to button, name is equal to update, id is equal to $row branded variable, class is equal to update, and button text is equal to update. Here in id attribute we have stored dynamic value of branded table column. We will use this value in Jquery code. Same way for delete button we have write $subarray variable is equal to button tag with attribute type is equal to button, name is equal to delete, id is equal to $row branded variable, class is equal to delete, and button text is equal to delete. Here we have also write data status attribute, and in this we have store status of particular brand. Here also we have store dynamic value of branded in id attribute. Now we have stored $subarray variable value into $data array variable, so we have write $data array variable is equal to $subarray variable. So this way we have fetched data from brand and category table and store into $data variable. Now we want to get total of rows from brand table. So for this first we have create one function get total all records function with $connect variable as argument. This function will return total records from brand table. Under this function we have write $statement variable is equal to database connection variable $connect variable with prepare method, and under this we have write select star from brand table. Now we want to execute this prepare statement, so we have write $statement variable with execute method. This method will execute prepare statement. And in this function lastly we have write return statement with $statement variable with row count function. This function will return number of rows from query execution. Now we have write $output variable is equal to array, and in this array we have write first key draw with value $post draw variable. In second key we have write records total key with value $filtered rows variable in which we have store rows. In third key we have write records filtered key with output get from get total all records function with $connect variable as argument. And in last key we have write data key with $data variable value in which we have store brand table data. After store all data in $output variable, now we want send this data to Ajax Request, so we have write echo statement with JSON encode function with $output variable. This function will convert PHP array to JSON string and send to Ajax Request. Now we have save code and check output on browser. Friends, we can see when page has been loaded into, then we can see that brand table data has been displayed into Datatables plugin. Here you can see brand data in Datatables plugin with feature like search table data, Ajax table column order and pagination automatically. We can also see update and delete button also. Now we have moved to write code for add new data. So we have go to brand.php page and here write button tag with attribute type is equal to button, name equal to add, id is equal to add. By click on this button brand modal will be pop up. So, now we have moved to create brand modal for insert data. So first we have write division tag with attribute id is equal to brand modal and class is equal to modal and fade. Under this division tag we have write division tag attribute class is equal to modal dialog. This class define modal. Then after under this tag we have define form tag with attribute method is equal to post and it is equal to brand form. After this we have write division tag with attribute class is equal to modal header. This class define header of modal, and under this tag we have one close modal button and header tag with class is equal to modal title with text like add brand. After defining header now we have write division tag with attribute class is equal to modal body. This class define body of modal. Under modal body we have define form element, so here we have write select tag with name is equal to category id, id is equal to category id and required attribute for required field validation. Under this category id select box we want to load category data from category table. So we have go to function.php page and here we have create fill category list function with $connect argument. Under this function we have write $query variable is equal to select star from category table where category status is equal to active order by category name in ascending order. This query will select only that category data whose status is active. Below this query we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement, and under this statement we have write $query variable. This will make query for execution. Now we want to execute prepare statement query, so we have write $statement variable with execute method. This will execute query. After this we want to get query execution result, so we have write $result variable is equal to $statement with fetch all method. This will fetch query execution result and store into $result variable. Now we have defined $output variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable we will store category data in HTML format. Then after we have write for each loop with $result variable as $row variable, by using this for each loop we will fetch data from $result variable. Under this loop we have write $output variable. In this we have append HTML code like option value is equal to $row category variable, and in option text we have write $row category name variable. This way we have store category data in HTML form in $output variable. Now we want to return value of this variable as output of this function, so we have write return statement with $output variable. Now we have go to brand.php page, and on this page first we want to include function.php file on that page, so we have write include statement with function.php file. After this we have go to modal code, and here we have simply write echo statement with fill category list function with $connect variable as argument. It will fill this select box with category table data. Below this we have defined second form field for enter brand name, so here we have write input tag with type is equal text, name is equal to brand name. It is equal to brand name with required attribute for required field validation. After defining form field in modal body, now we have write division tag with attribute class is equal to modal footer. This class define footer of modal. In this modal we have write input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to branded, and it is equal to branded. In this tag we will store id of brand. After this we have also define one more hidden tag with attribute name is equal to button action, and id also equal to button action, and value is equal to add. This field value we will use at server side for define action like insert, update data. Below this tag we have create one submit button like input type is equal to submit with attribute name is equal to action, it is equal to action, and value is equal to add. When we will click on this button, form will be submitted. Now we have moved to write Jquery code, and in this first we have write $with add button id with click event, so when we have click on add button then this code will execute. First we want to pop up brand modal, so we have write $with modal id brand modal with modal method, and under this method we have write show. This code will pop up brand modal on web page. After this we want to reset brand form field, so we have write form id brand form 0 index with reset method. This method will reset all brand form field. Now we want to reset modal title to add brand, so we have write $with class modal title with HTML method, and under this we have write add brand. After this we want to set submit button value add when we have click on add button, so we have write $with button id action with value method, and under this we have write add. Lastly we want to set value of hidden field with id button action to add, so we have write $with hidden field id button action with value method, and under this we have write add. Now we have moved to insert data code, so we have write $with document selector with on method, and under this method we have write submit event with form id brand form with one function event. So when form will submit then this code will execute. Under this code first we have write event.prevent default method. This method will stop to submit form data. After this we want to disable submit button, so we have write $with button id action with attribute method with 2 argument like disabled. This code will disable submit button after form submission. Now we have defined form data variable is equal to $this serialize method. This method will convert form data into URL encode string and store into form data variable. Now we have write Ajax request, and in this first we have write URL option set to brand action.php. We have send request to this page. In second option we have write method option and it is set to post method. We have use post method for send data to server. In third data option we can define which data we want send to server, so we have write data option set to form data in which we have store form data in URL encoded form. In last option we have write success callback function. This function has been called if request success and it will receive data from server which we can access from data argument. Under this function first we want to reset brand form, so we have write $with form id brand form 0 index with reset method. This method will reset all form field. Now we want to hide brand modal, so we have write $with modal id brand modal with modal method, and under this method we have write hide. After this we want to display data argument value under span tag id alert action, so we have write span tag alert action with fade in method with HTML method, and under this we have write data variable. Then after we want to enable submit button, so we have write $with button id action with attribute method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write disabled and in second argument we have write false. This code will enable submit button. And lastly we want to reload data tables, so we have write brand datatable.ajax.reload method. This method will reload data table on web page without refresh of page. Now we have moved to write insert data PHP code in brand action.php file, and under this file first we have include database connection file. After this we have write if statement, and in condition we have write isIt function with $post button action hidden variable. This condition will check if value of this hidden button action variable value is set, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have again write if statement with condition like $post button action variable value is equal to add. This condition will check if value of this variable is add, then it execute if block of code. So suppose this variable value is add, then it will execute if block of code, and here we have write $query variable is equal to insert into brand table with table column like category id, brand name with values get from category id, brand name. This is insert brand data query. Now we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement, and under this we have write $query variable. This statement will make query for execution. Now we want to execute query, so we have write $statement with execute method with array with key category id, brand name value get from $post category id and brand name variable. After this we have write $result variable is equal to $statement variable with fetch all method. This method will fetch a result from query execution and store into $result variable. Now we want to check data inserted or not, so we have write if statement, and under condition we have write is set function with $result variable. This condition will check if this variable value is set or not. If set, that means data properly inserted. So under this block we have write echo statement with message like new brand added. This message will display on web page to user. Now we have check output in browser. Friends, here we can see that when page has been loaded, then brand data has been loaded into table format with update and delete button, and above this table we can see the add button. So we have click on add button. After clicking add button, modal has been displayed on web page with two form field. So in this category select box we have select LED indoor lights and we have enter brand name. Now we have click on add button. After clicking on add button we have received data has been inserted message on web page, and inserted data has been displayed under data tables with update and delete button. Now we have go to category page, and on this page we have inactive LED indoor lights category by click on this button. After inactive LED indoor lights, and now we have go to brand page and click on add button. So in drop down we cannot find LED indoor lights category because it is inactive. So we have again go to category page and we have enable LED indoor lights category by clicking on this button. So we have again go to brand page and click on add button. Now in category select box we can see LED indoor lights category. This is benefits of this active inactive status. Now we want to update this brand data, so here you can see update button, and in this button we have one attribute class is equal to update, and in id attribute we have store branded. So based on this things we will fetch data from brand table and display under modal form, and then after we will update this data. So we have go to brand page Jquery code, and here we have write $document as selector with on method, and under this method we have right click event with button class update with function. So when we have click on update button, then this code will execute. Under this first we want to get branded, so we have defined one variable branded is equal to $this selector with attribute method, and under this method we have write id attribute. This code will fetch value of id attribute and store into this branded variable. Below this we have defined button action variable is equal to fetch single. We will use this variable value at server side for fetch single brand data. Then after we have write $Ajax request, and under this request first we have write URL option set to brand action.php page. Here we have send request to this file. In second option we have write method set to post method. We have use post method for send data to server. In third option we can define which data we want send to server. Here we have write branded and button action variable, so we have send value of branded and button action variable value send to server. In fourth option we have write data type. Here we can define in which data type you want received data from server, so here we have write JSON data type. So it will receive data in JSON data type format. Lastly, in Ajax request we have write success callback function. This function has been called if request completed successfully, and it will receive data from server. In this function first we want show this brand modal on web page with data, so we have write $with modal id brand modal with modal method, and under this method we have write show. This code will initialize modal on web page. After this we want to select category name into select box, so we have write $with select box id category id with value method, and under this method we have write data.category id which we will receive from server. Same we want to fill brand name text box, so we have write $with text box id brand name with value method, and under this we have write data.brand name. Now we want to change modal title from add brand to edit brand, so we have write $with class name modal title with HTML method, and under this method we have write edit brand. It will change modal title. After this we want to assign branded variable value to hidden field with id branded, so we have write $ with hidden fielded branded with value method, and under this method we have write branded variable. Now we want to also change action button name from add to edit, so we have write $ with buttoned action with value method, and under this method we have write text edit. And we want to change value of button action hidden field also, so we have write $ with hidden fielded button action with value method, and under this method we have write edit text. So it will change hidden field value to add to edit. Now we have go to brandaction.php page, and on this page we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $post button action variable value is equal to fetch single. So if this variable value is equal to fetch single, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write $query variable is equal to select star from brand table where branded is equal to :branded. This simple select query which will fetch particular brand from brand table. Now we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement with $query variable. Now we want to execute this query, so we have write $statement variable with execute method with :branded variable value get from $post branded variable in array. This will execute query. After this we have write $result variable is equal to $statement with fetch all method. This method will fetch a result from query execution and store into $result variable. Now we have write for each loop with $result variable as $row variable. Here we have fetch data from $result variable by using for each loop. Under this loop we have write $output categoryed variable is equal to $row categoryed variable. Same way we have write $output brand name variable is equal to $row brand name variable. This way we have store particular brand data in $output variable. Now we want to send this data to Ajax Request in JSON format, so we have write echo statement with JSON encode function with argument $output variable. This function will convert PHP array to JSON string and send to Ajax Request. Now we have check output in browser. Here friends we can see that when we have click on update button of any brand, then modal has been initialized on web page with form field has been filled with data. Here add button name has been changed to edit and modal title has been changed to edit brand. So now when we have click on this edit button, then brand data has updated and display on web page. So when we have click on edit button and form data has been submitted via Ajax, and we have already write Jquery code on this event, and in that we have send request to brandaction.php file, so we have directly go to brandaction.php file. On this file here we have write if statement with $post button action variable value is equal to edit. This condition will check if this variable value is equal to edit, then this if block of code will execute. If value is equal to edit, then it will execute this block of code, and under this block we have write $query variable is equal to update brand set categoryed is equal to :categoryed, brand name is equal to :brand name where branded is equal to :branded. This update query will update particular brand data. Now we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement with $query variable. This prepare statement will make query for execution. After this we want to execute update query, so we have write $statement variable with execute method. Under this method we have write : category id, brand name and branded key value get from $post category id, brand name and branded variable. Below this we have write $result variable is equal to $statement with fetch all method. This method will fetch query execution result and store into $result variable. Now we want to check brand data has been updated or not, so we have write if statement and under condition we have write is set function with $result variable. This condition will check if this $result variable value is set or not. If $result variable value is set, then it will execute if block of code, and under this we have write echo statement with message like brand edited. This message will be seen on web page. Now our code is ready, so we have saved this code and check output in browser. Friends, here you can see user data in table format. Now we want to update some data, so here you can see first data which we have inserted last time. So here we have click on update button. After clicking this button, modal has been pop up with data. Now we have changed category name from LED indoor lighting to LED floods lights and click on edit button. After clicking edit button, data updated message has been pop up on web page, and on table category name has been changed to LED indoor lighting to LED floods lights. That means our code is working. So now we have moved to write code for delete button. So in delete button we have also defined class name is equal to delete as Jquery selector in attribute id. We have also store branded value into this attribute. So we have go to brand page Jquery code, and here we have write $document as selector with on method with click event, class name delete with function. So when we have click on delete button, then this code will execute. Under this first we have write branded variable is equal to $this with attribute id. This will fetch data from mid attribute and store into branded variable. Below this we have defined status variable is equal to $this status. Here we have fetch value from data status attribute and store into status variable. In this we have store particular brand status data. After this we have define button action variable is equal to delete. We will use this variable value to define delete action in server-side code. After this we have write if statement with confirm message like are you sure you want to change status. If we have click on delete button, then it will pop up this message with two button OK and cancel. If we have click on cancel button, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have write return false. So when we have click on cancel button, then no action will be performed. But suppose we have click on OK button, then it will execute if block of code, and under this we have write Ajax request with first option URL set to brand action.php page. In second option we have write method, and here we have set post method for send form data to server. In third option is data, and in this we have send branded status and button action variable value to server. In Ajax last we have write success callback function. This function has been called if Ajax request successfully completed. First we want to display value of data variable under span tagged alert action. So here we have write $ with span tagged alert action with HTML method, and under this method we have write data argument. And after this we want to reload data tables data, so we have write brand datatable.ajax.reload method. It will reload data table and updated data on web page without refreshing web page. Now we have go to brandaction.php page, and on this page we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $post button action variable value is equal to delete. This condition will check if this variable value is equal to delete, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write $status variable is equal to active. After this we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $post status variable value is equal to active. Here this condition will check if this variable value is equal to active, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write $status variable is equal to inactive. So if $post status variable is equal to active, then at that time $status variable value will be changed to inactive. Now we have write query variable is equal to update brand table set brand status is equal to brand status, where branded is equal to branded. Below this we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare statement with $query variable. Now we want to execute this prepare statement query, so we have write $statement variable with execute method with brand status and branded key value get from $status and $post branded variable in array format, and it will change brand status. After this we have write $result variable is equal to $statement variable with fetch all method. This method will fetch a result from query execution and store into $result variable. Now we want to check data updated or not, so we have write if statement, and under condition we have write is set function with $result variable. This condition will check if this $result variable value is set, then it will execute if block of code. So under this block we have write echo statement with message like brand status change according to value of $status variable will be seen on web page. Now we have check output in browser. Friends, here we can see that brand data on table with edit delete button, so when we have click on delete button then pop message box appear on web page with OK and cancel button, so when we have click on cancel button then no action perform, so we have again click on delete button and now click on OK button. After click on OK button we have received message brand status has been changed to inactive, and on web page we can see that brand status has been changed to inactive with red color. So in this module we have discussed brand management like add new brand, change existing brand data, active and inactive status of particular brand, and display brand data under Jquery Datatable Plugin. In next part we will discuss product management module. If you have any query regarding this video tutorial part, please comment your query in comment box, and if you like this video tutorial please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. If you want to get more update regarding our video tutorial, please subscribe our YouTube channel for get more update regarding release of future video. Lastly, keep watching our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.